Told y'all I was coming back. I went to get my book. They're here. Trying to share this link. Trying to share this link to you. Phone being weird. I'm trying to share this link. That's what I'm doing, y'all. I'm still here. 16 degrees in Chicago right now. Crazy. Got the link? Trying to share it on Blue. I'm sharing it on Blue Sky. I'm about to sit in my chair and we're gonna go through this book again. Got my book right here. Say the temperature's dropping right now. All right, so let's see where we left off with this book. Talking about setting boundaries here, protecting your peace. Okay. So we were going back. I'm going back to talking about protecting your peace. This Here we go. So talking about protecting your peace. We going live. TikTok is down. What's good, everybody? Hope all is well. Hope everybody's doing good. We're back in here again. So I figured I'm gonna start up live. Let's go live and see what y'all up to. Talk about finish this book here. Been talking about protect your peace. I said I was gonna get back to it. I mean, it's a whole book in here, but really, the next thing I wanted to touch on is when you're talking about family first. So uh, you got to think, anyone else ever deal with, like mom, dad, siblings, or any type of relatives, cousins, aunts, uncles, popping in and out of the house. Y'all know the ones that you gave a key, the ones got the code to your house, that you didn't give them a code. They can get in the garage door. They can get come in through the front door with the code. So basically, we're talking about protecting your peace. So um, a lot of times, and in this book, I really talk about. You might be wondering why we bring up the question about friends, family, and close people that could affect your protecting your peace. So they could have an effect on that. But so really, what it boils down to is that it's okay with protecting help. It's okay to help our family and do for family, but they could step into messing with your peace, and so we always want to remember, yeah, that family comes first. But the thing is that you don't want to enable. So um, you know you could be enabling family members. So kind of like what they were talking about here is that um, it's acceptable. It's acceptable to help family and people, but it's unacceptable to enable them. Helping someone once or a few times if they are struggling is cool and all, but what about doing this daily or months or for years or consistently doing this? So then it becomes a burden on you, a stress on you, and then that all ties back to what we are talking about protecting your peace. So now, you helping out, looking out for a loved one, but at the same time, they dipping into your quiet time. They coming around when you need your downtime. You on your lunch break, or you work from home. Maybe you need to. Dang, my phone just went out. We'll get it back on. So basically, it's easier said than done. Some of you may say on talking to family and letting them know, hey, I need space, or I've been helping you out, but at what point are you gonna get it together and be able to, get your own washing machine? You coming over here using my washing machine? I get that, but you coming over here using my towels? I get that, but at some point you gotta have that tough conversation because it's like, look, this is your household, my household, so at some point at some point you gotta let that family member know, hey, I'm helping you out, but I can't keep enabling or however you put it, hindering or handicapping that person. So, um, so you gotta let them know there will become a time when you might not necessarily be there for them. So, at some point they need to get it together. As the saying goes, let's see. as the saying goes, is that basically if you if you continue to help and continue to help and don't allow that person to learn or build on what they need to build on, at some point it's going to become a handicap. And so I hate to use that terminology, but that's pretty much what it boils down to. And that could be long term effects from this too. So like I said, you're not gonna always be around. What happens if you need to up and leave town, or you need to sell your house, or you need to move, or you need to do something different? Then they need to understand that they got to find a different method. So this is all I said. This is all the time back into protecting your peace. That's what this is. That's what we getting into. So we were talking about before. Sometimes saying no to somebody else is saying yes to yourself. So it's not we're not preaching on the selfish, just totally being selfish and not thinking about others. But at some point, you got to choose yourself. So uh, saying it, what is it saying? And then you just have to kind of let your people know that. So okay, so what they were saying is the first skill you need for energy protection is the ability to create and stand on your own foundation. Basically, stand on what you're saying. So you got to put your foot down. Know what you're truly saying to them, and that it's healthy. It's a healthy choice for both of you all. Protecting yourself rather than, you know, basically protecting yourself rather than enabling others. So, and like I said, in hindsight, or if you look at it this way, it's basically two people. This is this is it doesn't benefit either party. Basically, it's not benefiting either party. So one, your peace is not protected. Your peace is in shambles, and for them, they're not able to move forward and do what they need to do. But you got to think about it. Not everybody's gonna accept that invitation, especially somebody real close, like if it's a mom or sister, or a brother. So, um, I gotta get my phone back up, charge my phone. All right, I'm back here. So, I'm trying to get some more lighting here. So basically, but remember that unless others force you to create walls, boundaries, and could and should be bridges of higher elevation, for your life and for theirs, you got to understand that, it's that's going to be tough for them. So this person was talking about one of their personal things was they'd rather be viewed as a cold-hearted, alive, broken-hearted person than sacrifice their peace, and that's kind of how they were looking at it. So, everybody has to pick and choose what's best for them and what fits them. If the world you were brought up in made you intro something of people pleaser, setting boundaries would be easy at first, and that's okay. But if you're reading this, basically what they're saying, it means you've had enough. I'm trying to break this down here. How they worded this stuff in here is crazy without reading it verbatim, word for word. Because it sounds like they in this book here, they're kind of talking to you, but at the same time, they're with how they illustrate stuff is kind of weird on how they got this all set up. So I just kind of cipher through it and got to break down what they're talking about. It's kind of like reading through the Bible basically and trying to break down and see what the hell they're talking about because their wording is all messed up here. But the book was approved, but they got some good stuff in here. I'm not critiquing the book like that, but I'm just saying it's how they're wording a lot of this stuff. If I read it verbatim, it's not making sense. So at the start and end of each day, they're talking about we all have something in common, choices. So saying yes is a choice, saying no is a choice, setting boundaries is a choice, me choosing me is a choice, you choosing you is a choice. So happiness is a choice, peace, my friend, is also a choice. They're saying peace is their friend is also a choice. It's kind of dark, and I tried to get some more light. See, see here. So there's a quote in here by Maya Moore, and basically it's saying is, I think a winner has to be a master of preparation. They have to be a master of connection, extremely competitive, and have really high standards for themselves and the people around them. So think about it. The way this person was illustrating this is that have you ever been on vacation, maybe at the beach, and decided to treat yourself by watching the sunset after a day full of doing what you love with the people you love? And then you're saying, okay, they're saying, man, I'm telling you, there's nothing quite like it. So basically, they're saying there's nothing quite right. Picture that. Picture yourself out on the beach. I would say last, well, not this past Christmas, though, but the weekend, the Christmas before that, I was in Hawaii, and that was some of the best times. You think about you out there. It's just you and the beach. You and all the people that you came with. And that's basically you just sit out there, and it's like you're in a whole nother world. So Hawaii is one of the nice islands out there. We were actually in out there in Waikiki. What do you call it, Waikiki? So, but yeah, basically this person is saying, um, so they were trying to explain that. They're trying to illustrate, you're sitting out on the beach, the feeling that you have, and then saying, how about waking up early enough on that vacation to connect your soul to the salt in the air, the waves, the drifting, and the sun rising like a perfect finish to a freshly planed canvas. So they're building this up here. They're building the mountain building, talking about that feeling that you get when you're out on the beach, you're on vacation. Just think about that feeling. That's what they're doing right now. So they're talking about getting up before the rest of the world, witnessing the beauty of the world. This is how they explain it. I'm trying to see where they're getting here. So basically, what are they saying? Dark as hell in here. I picked the wrong room. I was trying to get some more light here. Normally I try to do this during the daylight, but TikTok is down, so we going live. We out here online live, my people. I hope everybody's doing all well. Hope somebody. I can't see who all joined yet, if anybody's joined, but it don't matter because I'm sitting here. I'm talking. I'm gonna replay this. I'm gonna post it. So hey, I'm gonna keep doing what I do, and that's reaching out to my people, seeing if we can have conversations. I'm trying to get everybody on the right path. We're living in a crazy world right now, so you need all the tools, all of the strategies, everything you can get, piece it together, and if we could all help each other out, that's what it's about. So, so we live right here. We live. TikTok is down. So this person was saying here basically, little by little until what did they say here? Okay, so little by little you kind of get that feeling of what you try to the picture that they're trying to paint on being out on the beach. So the feeling the cool morning breeze on your skin, hearing the waves, da 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 da. They're talking a whole fluffy bunch of fluffy stuff here. I'm trying to read through this, but starting the morning with the sunrise, and then the spending time with your loved ones, like I said, your family, whoever you went out to the, whether it's a couple, whether you're with your kids, you with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your mate, whatever you call it. Um, so basically, what they're saying is that they painted that picture, and now maybe you won't have that beach nearby every day, so you can get that feeling. So you get where we're getting at. That feeling goes away. So you know how you jump back, you're getting ready to jump back on that plane, you like back to reality. You know, you got to get back to work Monday or you get back to work Tuesday. So basically, that feeling is only a short term. So you may not have that beach nearby every day, but catching the sunshine each morning and the sunset each evening are two of the favorite things that people can do to connect and what truly matters in life. So usually if you got to get up early in the morning, some people, I've done it before, you go to the gym before you work out, you go exercise, that creates energy, a different type of signal that goes through your brain. And so, or if you're a person, you want to get up and do a walk, go outside, take a walk before you go to work. It might sound kind of crazy, but you never know. It might give you that different type of energy, same energy that that coffee gives you every morning. You take that walk or just do something different. So you're not gonna have that beach feeling every day, but if you could try to put a spin to it and try to do something different and try to create a different type of environment, and that's what we're trying to get at. We're trying to get a way to preserve or increase that peace by doing different things and switching it up. So, doing rituals like this, these are about taking that time to appreciate the world around us, the beauty, they're saying the beauty of the world, being mindful of the connections to it. So, so that's basically That's basically that's the way, and this is all one on one with yourself. This protecting your peace. This had or enhancing your peace, I should say, has this part has nothing to do with anybody else. This is all you trying to create something to enhance your peace. So now, when you're getting back to what we're talking about and trying choosing your connections, like this person was saying in his book, is our lives reflect not only for the choices but also for the connections that we make. And we've created a lot of these connections due to our choices. You know, whether whatever job you chose, whatever career you chose, whatever industry you working in. I mean, whatever type of people you like to date. So like you chose, that's a choice. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're saying. So you chose this. So basically, this is a powerful realization that can help us to take ownership of our lives and make intentional choices that align with our values and goals. I was at I was at a gathering once and I heard a person. Uh, I'm not gonna say because I'm here on live because it's a family member, but people sometimes talking about being intentional, and to me that kind of sounds kind of fluffy and like why would you say that? Like you are basically you saying your family members, you could cut off your family members if you think they may get in the way of your peace. But I guess what they're saying in here, and what I'm trying to get at is that I've heard that word before, being intentional about your choices and align with your values and goals on the people around you. So um, when I think about, or when they say when they think about connections, they found that they often either connected to what brings us to those connections either is what brings us to life or what drains us of life. So it's like we have an energy, a meter, and each connection either adds or takes away from it. So you got to be cautious, cognitive or however you want to put it about your connections. So some of this stuff might sound like repeating it over and over again, but that's what it's about. Repetition is keep continuous. All of this stuff ties together, and the more you can hear it, the more you see how all this stuff ties together, the more it starts to make sense. All right, turn this camera. So so I guess the question you have to ask yourself is, are you giving your energy and things to people that bring joy and fulfillment? So that's the question you got to ask yourself. Or are you spending time? Are you spending time on things that leave you, feeling drained and unfulfilled? And um, most of, at least in my experiences, I've seen most people that are pretty in tune with the things that bring them life. Like um, friends, family, stuff like that. So um, I guess what I'm trying to say is that things that bring you to life or bring light or life in your gives you life or gives you something to look forward to is generally people that you got love for, people that's close to you, and so that obviously that's also a part of your peace is having that. So like in this book, what they're saying is doing what you love with who you love is something. It's just a simple thing. It's like catching the sunrise, making time for a good workout or a favorite meal, or spending time with close friends. So getting back to that beach. So you're trying to get that feeling, that beach feeling that you feel when you're on vacation with just you, the water, the sand, the rocks, no worries, no stress, no No, shenanigans, no silliness, nothing. You just you, beach, water, sand, and that feeling. So that's where we use that illustration. So that's where we're going. So these things energize you as with purpose and meaning. And when you give your energy to something or something who is meant for your life and will reciprocate with that energy, then you can get that. If you can work on trying to get that energy to multiply, that connection with someone is known as synergy, is what they call it. So we hear the word energy all the time, but synergy, that's the new word we're going to use, synergy. So basically, I'm going to say that again, what synergy is. So energy to something or someone who is meant for your life and will reciprocate your energy. Y'all hear people talking about, I'm only messing with people that's giving out the same energy. That's what we're talking. That's synergy. So now y'all can start using that word synergy. You probably already knew it, but I'm just breaking it down to you. So people saying, hey, I'm only I'm only fucking with people that give me that same energy. So kids running around there. So now when you say that, someone who is meant for your life and reciprocate your energy, and your energy multiplies, that connection is known as synergy. So y'all got that? Combining those powers, that's synergy. So think of these people as generators, as they help you generate, increase, and multiply your energy. But on the flip side, that same person we talking about that brings love and joy in your life, now when you get that breakup, or y'all not getting along, or they stressing you out, so now your synergy partner is causing your peace to break down. So now that's where uh, that's where that's where it gets a little crazy, and then now you either got to talk about it, work it out, or you got to move on. So that person, those people in your life, are supposed to do the opposite of taking away from your joy. They're supposed to, again, I'm gonna say it, help you generate, increase, and multiply your energy, which is called synergy. SYN, I think, and then energy. Yeah, SYNERGY. I'm probably not even pronouncing it right. So, um, like they're talking about in this book here. This camera, I'm trying to get some more light. So, every day we face countless small moments that may not seem like a big deal. So think about it. But they cannot mount up to become a weight that can crush you. So um, I guess what they're saying is you face every day. You face countless small moments that may seem like big deals, issues. Some people stress out more than others. But think about it. At the end of the day, you could be stressing out about something that's really not going to break you, really not going to be a big deal, and it's probably going to all work out. So, um, but sometimes these things, cannot cause obvious health problems, relationship issues, and just to name a few. But the subtle, unnoticed things can be the most dangerous and probably the biggest threat to your peace. The thousand teeny, what do they call it? They call it a thousand teeny cuts, quietly chipping away at your joy and your well-being, leaving you drained and disconnected from all your true selves, like you, your true inner self. So whether it's scrolling through social media, and that's why I say sometimes people shut down their social media because that could happen. That what I'm discussing, chipping away, slowly chipping away at your peace. Um, it could be like I said, scrolling through social media, standing your day, um, and starting your day without drama, or I'm sorry, starting with your day with drama, conflict, unhealthy comparisons, or even in toxic relationships. So stuff like that can zap your energy, and the effects of these small things add up. When you give your energy up to things or people not meant for your life, it's basically like pouring your it well how do they say it's basically like pouring your energy into a garbage disposal or putting it into imagine you got a little tube, right? It's like putting it into a little tube and putting a top on it and closing it up. That's how they are trying to describe it in the book. I'm trying to give you an illustration. So when you give your energy to things or people not meant for your life, you know, you can basically it can cause your peace to be jeopardized. So these are some of the things that you cannot afford to let dominate your life. These things, when you come encounter with this stuff, and you know it's stressing you out or it's getting to you, you got to find a way to get rid of, resolve. I don't know, however you want to do it, because those things we can't allow that type of stuff that's messing with your peace to dominate your life. So at some point, you got to pull the plug on that. You know, um, and I'm talking about when you get fed up. It's the relationship, um, that coworker at work that keep pressing your buttons, that coworker at work that stabbed you in the stabbed you in the back, or you felt like they didn't have your back in a meeting or something, or just somebody that you feel like it just this putting you down. They always try to want to make themselves seem better than you. They want to illustrate you, using you to down on you so they can help themselves, or they use that fake love, compliment you every once in a while, but then they keep that strangle on, like basically, hey, I'm just keeping you around because I need you to make myself feel better. Them type of people. So so at some point you got to cut the cord, um, to keep that negativity, distractions, outside influences. So once you start trying to get a better idea of what's going on, um, we had talked about a few things in the last video, but when you start connecting to what's going on the inside, then that's when it starts to get real, and you can start trying to figure things out. That's when you can start trying to get disconnect from things that are draining your energy and connect with the things that you need. So basically, what they're saying is the ultimate power lies in disconnecting from the noise and the chaos of our external environment. Instead of focusing on getting right with ourselves, this involves being real with yourself and asking the fundamental questions of What do I need? Once committed to resisting distractions, you can begin experiencing the inner peace that you seek. Um, you can use affirmations, reinforce worthiness. So I'm sure most people know what affirmations are, but I had this guy in the last video. But affirmations are basically, you can write it down on a piece of paper, things that you want to come to fruition. You want that new job. You want to get a promotion. You want to have a baby. You want to get married. You want to build your, better relationship with whoever you're with. Just, you're trying to make that business. You want to start that business. You want to make your business prosper. So affirmation, you write down those things. Basically, you saying, I will be prosperous. I will be prosperous, or I will experience prosperity, or something like that. Any kind of affirmation, you can write it down and you can say it and use those affirmations. And basically, um, let's see here. So, um, so using those affirmations can help you. So using those affirmations can help you to try to accomplish some of the things that you want to accomplish, and increasing your peace and enhancing your peace. And disconnecting, like I said, from the noise and the chaos. So, getting back to what I was saying. So, affirmations that are reinforced. So you can say, "Hey, I am peace. I am happiness. I am free." Those affirmations can transform your thought pattern, and that's what affirmations do. It's kind of like you hear people say, "Fake it till you make it," or I've heard people say, they find out that smiles can be, what do they say? I'm probably ain't even saying it right. Infectious, something like that. So if you smiling, you faking it till you make it. Now you got other people smiling, and now everybody's faking it till they make it. Until that fake smile becomes a real smile. So that's kind of like with affirmations. You keep saying it, believing it. These affirmations can transform your thoughts, rewire your subconscious mind. That's the crazy part right there. Most people don't know about that subconscious mind. Crazy thing was, I remember my son when he was a baby. I bought this. I think it was like they called it like an Einstein tape. So when he was asleep, would play these songs. I forget what kind of music it was. It was either um, soft, like I can't even think of the name, the genre right now, but it was like a soft melody something. But basically, what I'm getting at is that your subconscious mind when you sleep. And I remember my mom used to say, "That's crazy." I think about that like when I was growing up, and if I had to take a test or something, and I'm sure some of y'all did this before, but you get a recorder and you say stuff in the recorder like, "Hey, I'm trying to memorize this stuff for this test." Say it in the recorder, play it in the recorder, whether it's a psychology class or a science or English or whatever. Say it in the recorder and repeat it. Keep repeating it, and let it play while you sleep. So a lot of times your subconscious mind is happening while I say when you're not asleep. So it's kind of subconsciously, like you can subconsciously be feeling or thinking something while you up and awake, but generally when you sleep, your subconscious can soak in information while you sleep. So I was getting back to it like when I was playing the tape. I played a tape when my son was asleep. That's probably where he gets some of his geniusness from, because it's the different melodies. But that's something y'all have to research what I'm talking about. But subconscious, that subconscious mind elevates your beliefs. So The affirmations, they always all tying together. Affirmations saying affirmations. Now you working on that subconscious mind. I'm getting deep on y'all. Crazy, right? These affirmations can transform your thought pattern. Uh, and then, after all, if you don't speak these truths into existence, then how can you expect it to experience it? So, even if you don't believe all of this, still, if you ain't even speaking, talking about what, even speaking what you want to do, or even speaking, or even saying it to yourself that you believe you can do it, then, you kind of running into a dead wall. You know what I'm saying? So, really, it's just more or less, you could just be saying it, try to convince yourself until you start believing it. So that's how you want to look at it. Everybody got their own way of doing it, but that's just the way to look how to say it. So some people do stuff about reading books. I had gotten away from reading books for a long time. I ain't gonna say for a long time, but for a little while. But that's something when you start thinking about trying to get back, or if you want to try to enhance your mind, or you feel like you getting plateau. So like we think about it, when you go to the gym, everybody know what I'm talking about. You work out and you plateau. So you reach that, basically you working out, you see gains, and then you get to that peak, and boom, you get stuck. You get stuck at that level for however many weeks, week, 2 weeks, or whatever. And now you was losing 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds, 5 pounds. Now you stuck, and your weight ain't changing. So it's the same thing. So basically, you kind of plateau, and so um, if you let me see what they're talking about here. So like with reading books and doing different things, trying to do different things to take yourself to the next level, to get out of that plateau, basically. Uh, Lace up your shoes, go for a walk. I mean, whatever. Put on your headphones, do your gym thing. So, I mean, it's a lot of good stuff in here in this book. I'm gonna try to tap into this some more. I'm gonna try to create another video and tap into this one some more, because I think this is a big one. I think a lot of people, and when I say a lot of people, I'm talking about everybody. I ain't talking about you know, I ain't talking about just me preaching, teaching, but when I say everybody, I'm saying everybody. We all could work on trying to increase, increase our peace, enhance our skills, enhance our thinking, and all of that stuff. Cause we got we got to start with today, because they just shut down TikTok. So a lot of people been out of shape about that right now. So that's got an effect on people. I saw people crying and everything. But you got to think about it. I mean, it's like any platform or business. Some people are making money off of it. So I mean, hey, that's like So, but if this has been helpful, I'm about to tap out of here. If this has been helpful, when y'all see this video, hit that subscribe for me. Appreciate that. Hit that like button, and hopefully everybody's doing good. I always say I hope all is well. That's my motto, keeping it all is well, and make sure everybody doing good. Trying to tap into that, your eating habits, your mind, your body, your soul, all of those good things, and let's keep it real. Let's keep it moving here and keep it going. So again, to the next time here, I'm about to, like I said, I'm about to log out of this thing here, but see y'all in a little bit here. So peace.